Whisper a Prayer is the third studio album by British singer-songwriter Mica Paris. It was released on June 8, 1993 by 4th and B-Way Records, her last for the label. Recording sessions for the album commenced in the spring of 1992 and concluded the following spring, with Paris co-writing 4 of the 12 songs and producing 1. Whisper a Prayer features writing and production from Narada Michael Walden, Rod Temperton and Terry Britten, all of whom were top record producers at the time. The album has received acclaim from critics who complimented the quality of the writing and production in addition to Paris's voice and delivery of the songs. The album was a moderate commercial success, bettering its predecessor contribution on the UK Albums Chart, debuting at number 20. It was less successful in the US, where it peaked at 99 on the top R&B hip-hop albums chart. 4 singles were released from the album, 2 of which were top 30 hits on the UK singles chart. Lead single, I Never Felt Like This Before, became Paris's highest appearance on the chart since her top 10 debut, My One Temptation, peaking at number 15. Second single from the album, I Wanna Hold On To You, peaked at number 27 and was the highest charting in the US, reaching 46 on the Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs chart. The Rod Temperton composition, You Put a Move on My Heart, was covered and released by American recording artist Tamia and record producer Quincy Jones in 1995. Their version became a top 20 hit on the Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs chart. Reception. Critical response. Whisper a Prayer has received general acclaim from critics. In a contemporary review by Entertainment Weekly, James Earl Hardy expressed, Mica Paris finally lives up to the sensation her debut single, and that her breathy alto is equally as classy and confident with pop. I never felt like this before, as it is with hip-hop soul. You Got a Special Way, and sexy R&B ballads. You Put a Move on My Heart. Single quote. AllMusic editor Andrew Hamilton listed Positivity and Can't Seem to Make Up My Mind, both co-written by Paris, as favorites, adding that her original version of You Put a Move on My Heart sounds better than Tamia's version, featured on Quincy Jones' Duke joint album. Hamilton also praised Paris's vocal performances, writing, she delivers these songs in her smooth, jazz and blues-influenced, intense but relaxed style. In addition to this, Hamilton expressed that Paris is the most exciting female vocalist to come along in some time, but noted that, unlike her first LP, which scored a minor R&B hit with My One Temptation, none of these excellent songs have made much of an impact. In a retrospective review, BBC music editor Darryl Easley described Paris as one of the UK's greatest soul divas, and wrote, that's working with what only could be deemed a stellar cast. Ireland looked at Whisper a Prayer as being Paris's true breakthrough album. Easley described the album as a remarkable pedigree, thanks in part to backing singers like Ciada Garrett, producers including Narada Michael Walden and Rod Temperton, and writers such as Graham Lyle on board. Easley described I Blessed the Day as sweet and light, floating along with Paris's emotive voice, at once commanding and sensitive, and the drizzabone mixed swing beat of 2 in a Million as spry and sugary. However, Easley wrote that the only thing that lets the Whisper a Prayer down is its instrumentation, using You Put a Move on My Heart as one such an example. He wrote, a song as beautiful and passionately delivered. You long for it being recorded at a different time, not with Paris in front of a keyboard with an orchestra setting button and a drum machine. He also noted the 90s contraptions present and correct on the album's opener. I never felt this way before. Writing that, it may be ultra smooth but the overall effect is like a cut price version of a cut. From Anita Baker's Rapture. In closing, however, easily expressed, Whisper a Prayer is one of the shining beacons of 90s UK soul. Andrew Hamilton also reviewed You Put a Move on My Heart favorably, writing, Mica Paris's original rendition of Rod Temperton's ballad Supreme shames Tamia's more successful rendition, though he noted that the sales of Whisper a Prayer pale in comparison to Q's Duke Joint, on which Tamia's cover is featured. He wrote that Paris's glorious tone, however, never pales. It glows like a warm fire as the devastating British woman squeezes the last drop of soul from the lyrics. Quote, commercial reception. Whisper a Prayer debuted and peaked at number 20 on the UK Albums Chart, making it her second top 20 appearance on the chart. In its second week, the album dropped one place to 21 and 30 in its third before making its last appearance on the chart at number 61 in its fourth week. In the US, Whisper a Prayer peaked at 99 on the top R&B hip-hop albums chart, where it spent a single week. It is Paris's last album to appear on any Billboard chart. Singles. 4 singles were released from Whisper a Prayer, the first being the Narada Michael Walden production, I Never Felt Like This Before, written by Walden and Sally Jo Dakota. I Never Felt Like This Before debuted at number 23 on the UK singles chart, rising and peaking at number 15 in its second week, becoming Paris's third and last top 20 appearance on the chart after 1989's Where Is the Love with Will Downing. Walden also produced the second single, I Wanna Hold On To You, which debuted and peaked at number 27 on the UK singles chart, whilst in the US, it peaked at 46 on the Hot R&B hip-hop songs chart. Third and fourth singles, 2 in a Million, and title track Whisper a Prayer, were minor successes in the UK, peaking at 51 and 65 respectively. Whisper a Prayer was also Paris's last charting single in the US, debuting and peaking at 22 on the bubbling under R&B hip-hop songs chart on the 23rd of October, 1993. I Wanna Hold On To You was sampled by Tupac on Nothing to Lose, posthumously released on the album Are You Still Down? Remember Me. Track listing, charts, personnel, credits obtained from the album's liner notes.